The dust settled on a GC battle between Remco Evenepoel and Team Jumbo-Visma, giving way for a sprint here in Oliva for the 2023 Vuelta España, and it delivered on site just down the road from Valencia in Oliva, where Geoffrey Soupe, the Frenchman for Team Total Energy, blasted the sprint victory in a day that was unfortunately marked with crashes, and we'll get to that. 200 kilometers of racing, the second longest day in the Vuelta España, heading from the inlands here to the coast, the east coast of Spain. It's orange country where all the oranges are grown for all the happy people drinking the orange juices. Well, before the TV came live, unfortunately, Geraint Thomas, former Tour de France champion, the Welshman, hit the ground, crashed. We did see the aftermath when he was getting back up on his bike, and it looked pretty bad, but the team assured us over here afterward, it's at the team bus, that he was gonna be all right, okay. So we'll take their word for it. When the televisions came on, two men were up free, up the road, eating up most of the TV time. Those men, Spaniards, Okamica from Team BH, a Basque rider, and of course, Jose Herrada, the older brother of Jesus Herrada, winner of 2 stages in the Vuelta España. They had a tough task ahead of them because the sprinters really wanted their day today. The teams pulling behind, well, as Groupama FDJ for Lenny Martinez, the 20-year-old who took the red jersey yesterday. And then it was over to the sprinters, Alpecin de Koenig for Caden Groves, who already won 2 sprints in this year's Vuelta España, and teams like UAE Team Emirates for Milano. We caught one of the riders at around about 60 kilometers to go, Herrada, and Okamica was still on the lam, but frankly without much hope with the sprinter teams hungry for a sprint. He was caught 41 kilometers to go, but then we need to focus. There was a sprint around about 34 kilometers to go, a sprint for bonus seconds. Remember, 6, 4, 2. The other day, Remco Evenepoel got it. Well, today, Remco Evenepoel wasn't up in the sprint, and it was Jonas Vingegaard. He got 3rd place in the sprint. Caden Groves got the 1st place spot, 6 seconds. But importantly, in that GC battle, Jonas Vingegaard moves up 2 seconds closer to Remco Evenepoel. We'll get to the GC standings here soon. We're running into town. It's fast, it's hectic. 10 kilometers to go, we see a crash. It involved riders like Pierre Latour, but Sepp Kuss, winner of yesterday's stage, the American from Jumbo-Visma, important domestique for Vingegaard, for Roglic. He hit the ground, he got up quickly not to just join the race, but also thinking about the GC, because behind Martinez, he set 2nd overall, and the team wants to protect that GC position to pose a threat to Soudal Quickstep, and hey, who knows, even give Sold Seppi a chance to win the 2023 Vuelta España. Further racing into town, and yet another crash. Unfortunately, this time, another Ineos rider after Geraint Thomas crashed early on in the day. This time, it was Thymen, Arensman, looking pretty bad off. He was on the ground for a long time. We saw the yellow ambulances coming to his aid, and frankly, it looked scary. Again, over there talking to Ineos after the stage, they said he was talking afterwards, and he seems to be all right, but he's out of the race, can't continue. So Ineos took a real big hit. Stage 1, Laurens de Plus out of the race with a crash. Geraint Thomas crashes today, and of course Arensman is out of the race after this crash, 6 kilometers out. We're leading up to the sprint, running into town, into Oliva with a curve, a big long left-hand turn, right about 350 meters to go. Alpecin de Koenig doing some work, also UAE Team Emirates. Alpecin de Koenig, unfortunately, their team took a hit because they lost. Caden Groves lost his lead-out man, Robe Gaze, in a crash with Thymen Arensman, and wasn't able to do the lead-out work. Coming into the final meters, we saw a little bit confusion. We didn't expect this, but it was Geoffrey Soupe, the Frenchman, around about 35 years old, one of the oldest stage winners in the Vuelta España, and his biggest win to date. His 2nd biggest win before this Vuelta España stage win, well, it came in an African stage race earlier on this year where he won a stage in the overall. So a big coup for Geoffrey Soupe of Team Total Energy, and you'll recognize him. He's a big guy and has a big black beard when he's racing there. Unfortunately, today was marked by crashes, so we hope everybody recovers because we have mountains on the horizon. Wedged between 2 mountains like the beef in a hamburger, Geoffrey Soupe delivered here in Oliva ahead of Ollard and Toons. But the mountains raise their ugly head tomorrow in what's expected to be another GC battle in the 2023 Vuelta España.